Hello, my podcast people, and thank you for joining me for yet another episode of my favorite podcast. So today we are talking about lifestyle businesses, and we're going to hop right into this because I want to keep this episode shorter, and then I have a homework assignment for you that I want you to do with the remaining time that you would have otherwise used to listen to a quote-unquote full-length episode. So as it relates to a lifestyle business, this is a term that I was first introduced to by my guy, Danny Mattei. He's been on the podcast quite a few times. Courtney, if you could link those, thank you. And we were talking about beach houses and things like that. And I was like, I kind of just want to chill though and keep doing what I'm doing. He's like, oh yeah, you want a lifestyle business? And I was like, yes, I do. So y'all know I love me some definitions. So I went and Googled it, and by definition, and the definition I like the most, a lifestyle business is a business set up and run by its founders primarily with the aim of living or maintaining a certain lifestyle. I love it. And then once you've achieved that lifestyle, you just keep going, right? You just chill. You're like, I got to go to the business. I got to do more. You're like, nah, I'm good because this is the lifestyle I wanted. And here we go. Of note, this is not, this concept is not limited to a specific income. Meaning if you want a fancy ass lifestyle, well, then you're probably going to need a bigger income, need a bigger business. So keep that in mind. This is not an episode to be like, oh, make $1, it's fine, or make $1 zillion, it's fine. They're both fine, whatever you want. Just understanding that the whole point of a lifestyle business is to have a business that allows you to live a certain lifestyle. And I think that when I say lifestyle and kind of that sentence comes out, it sounds automatically like, oh, like the rich lifestyle. And it's whatever lifestyle you want it to be. So the reason that I'm bringing all of this up and the reason that this is the topic for this week, twofold. Number one, I didn't have a topic that was really pressing in my mind. And so I went to my little podcast ideas running list that I have in my notes. I spoke about this idea of organizing things last episode, 461. So you can check that episode out. Thank you, Courtney. So that's reason number one. And this topic was on there. And then number two, I did a dope interview with my girl JPB for her podcast. I did it yesterday, and we were talking about like all of the phrases that I have, and one of those phrases is that borrowed goals ain't the way. And that ties directly into this idea of a lifestyle business. So last week for episode 459, we'll link that. Thank you again, Courtney and Joe. Last week for episode 459, I spoke about the pandemic boomerang and how we're currently experiencing that, right? The pandemic, another name for that was the Great Pause. And that Great Pause really gave folks the time and the space to sit and think and analyze and assess what they actually wanted. A lifestyle biz is exactly that for me. It is something that, when I have given time and space to think about it, it was like, this is what I want. I want to just be able to go and play volleyball. I want to not have massive overhead and be worried about my rent. I don't want to have to worry about if the hot water heater breaks, even though when it did break, I had to be the one to turn it off. I rent, folks. If you missed that, I don't know, maybe last year, whenever it happened, it broke. It's near my garage, so it comes into my garage. So I'm the person that really is going to be dealing with it. Before the landlord can come. They handle it incredibly, incredibly fast. But like, I don't want to be worrying about like, oh, I got to get a new one. I got to get a person out here. I don't want to be worried about any of that. So I rent. It's also $1 zillion to buy something here, which we'll get into in a second. But I don't want any of that. I want to be able to just chill and have my Jeep and go to the beach and hang out with Rupert and be able to make content for you dope people. And I don't want kids, right? Like, I know the things that I want. And part of that is this lifestyle biz. And it's what I want, especially in this phase of life. And I want to bring that up because it can change. What you want can change. Just because you want a lifestyle biz now doesn't mean you can't want something else later. Or just because you want a different kind of business now doesn't mean that you can't want a lifestyle biz later. Realistically, creating or having this lifestyle biz may not be possible depending on the phase of life that you're in. Because maybe you're just starting out and you have no money, but the lifestyle that you want requires money. So then you probably can't have that just yet because you need to make some money. Or maybe you have dependents and you're like, well, I still got to pay the bills. So I have to have a business. I have to have a job. I have to have income that is going to support that. last point here within this little section is that I am all about safety nets, right? Last point in this section about change. I'm all about safety nets. And so it could be nice to set things up for your business such that if you do want more in the future from your business, you can get that. And I'm largely talking about personal brands, which is my expertise, my zone of genius, that are online businesses. These are businesses that require an audience. So to that end, it's about continuing to nurture your audience. Even if you step back and you're like, I'm not looking to grow or anything like that, you're still showing up. You're still putting content out there. You're still, fostering those relationships so that should you decide that you want to do more in the future, cool, you can, because you've been keeping communication with these people and providing value for these people the whole way. All right. So like I said earlier, I was introduced to this term a few years ago by Danny Mattei when we were talking on just maybe before one of the podcasts we did. And we were discussing what it would take to get one of the oceanfront houses, that beachfront, I guess the beachfront is what it actually is. Beachfront houses that are here, right? I'm in the South Bay, and mind you, these places are like $29 million. It's not like, oh, they're like, 500,000, they're $29 million. And if you move a street in, 2 streets in, then some of them are like 10 million. So like it's more reasonable. But honestly, with some prayer and some mindset work and winning the lottery, it could be doable, right? I never think that anything is like impossible, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do what it would take to get in a position where I could get one of those things. I love my life. I love my days. I had a discussion with Allison, and she was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I don't really love that question, but I was like, doing this would be fine. Right? So I did an episode about this and kind of flipped the question of, would you be okay if you saw yourself doing this, or if you were doing this in 5 years? I think that was in the episode about why I left PT, right? And a better question being, would you be okay if you were still doing this exact same thing in 5 years? And absolutely, I would. Like, I'm fine with it. Borrowed goals ain't the way. I have really set up my life with things I want. I am happy in my 2-bedroom apartment. Yes, a 3-2, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom standalone house would be nice, but that actually doesn't exist here. And if I'm speaking, I'm going to go a little bit off script here, but if I'm speaking to like the bigger picture and sustainability and society, like having a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house standalone here is actually not really good for the area. Like, it is better that we can have more houses, and most of the places here are 2 on a lot. So they have these big houses, but there's 2 of them on a single lot, as opposed to grass and yard and things like that. And if you want that, cool. Like, I have to just move further east, and that's fine. But in order to live here where I want, and for it to really be, beneficial for all people, how things are right now is fine, and I'm totally on board with that. So I don't want to change my lifestyle. I don't have to do things differently. I don't have to work harder. I don't want to have to work more. I very much have a lifestyle business, a business that I've taken to a point where I can live the lifestyle that I want. And now I'm just chilling and just enjoying it. And that's it. This ties into the episode that I just did with JPB, and that she was asking what I have planned for the next few months. And I was like, nothing. Like, summer's coming and I want to chill, lots of volleyball. Hopefully my back is better by then. And when I say hopefully, I am going to work on it. I have been working on it. Karen and Anna they got me. But that's what I want to do. I don't want to be launching a million things. I don't want to be doing a ton more work. Like, I love what I do, but I love the stuff that I'm doing when I'm not working. So I am fully on board with this lifestyle biz. It really reminds me of a quote that Jill often says, is that you can have it all, you just can't have it all at once. And I'm okay with that. I have made peace with that. So like I told you, I'm going to keep this episode short, right? And I'm going to ask that you use the remaining, 10, 12 minutes that would have been on this episode to go and think about what you actually want, just in general. And if you want to keep it specific and ask one question, what do you want as it relates to your business? If you love work, if you love launching, if you're really motivated by money, that's not a bad thing. I love this for you. Go make all the money. Go do all the launches. Like, I freaking love that. That Jill really loves stuff like that. And I love this for her. She gets so excited about talking about it, and she just like enjoys it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. That's why I love partnering with her and being a business partner. Go after that. If you sit and you think and you're like, actually, I'm cool with the lifestyle business. I'm more interested in, living life in this way than doing business. And, you view them separately. Know that that is 100% okay, 100% legit, and 100% what I am doing. So, as always, endlessly appreciative for every single one of you. If you liked this episode, and hopefully you did, after you spend your 10 minutes thinking about what you want, do me a solid and share it with somebody who maybe has been going back and forth and needs to hear that this concept of lifestyle businesses does actually exist. All right, that's all I got for you. Until next time, friends, Maestro out.